All right, guys. Today, let me just check my mic's working. Okay. Today I caught, well, right now I'm in a paper trade, and I literally caught the best entry on it ever. Technically, the ICT silver bullet model on the 5-minute chart. Structure began to shift. It didn't fully shift, but I'm sure if you go to the 1 minute, yeah. Anyway, change in character of the market. Perfect entry. That's where I have my buy limit. This is my stop. I don't know if the trade will win. It's kind of ambitious, let's be honest. Actually, I'm just going to close it out now. It's okay. I'm just going to close it out now because I have to go do things. So yeah, paper trading account, that was what I did after my day trade. But my real day trade was on the funded account that I started. So I know you guys saw yesterday it was at $50. Today I made another $50 or so on it. And basically I'll outline what my trade was on this. So this is the continuous contract, and obviously here I was trading the mini NASDAQ Z contract, so it's slightly different price action, but the same, I entered based on what was here, but I traded it on here. Basically the same thing, give or take a couple ticks here and there. But basically what I did today was my first trade, actually can I see the trades I took though? I don't think it shows you. I mean, here are my trades. It's just I don't think it'll show them on the chart. Let's see. Nah, it won't. Okay, so basically, my first trade was a loss. So what I did was, 9:30. It began to break. It began to move up. So I went long right here ish. And I set my stop loss. So my first trade was like basically here. And I was targeting a partial profit. Kind of like, let me see. Yeah, basically like here-ish. I was targeting a partial profit. So a partial profit at a 0.75. And then I was going to go for, move stop to break even and then try to go for an all-day runner basically. But what I did then was I put my sell stop there, but I added more contracts to the sell stop, so if it stopped me out, it would immediately put me into a short position right here. And also the reason why I just exited my paper trade is because this wick right here forms a breaker block with this, so it probably will keep going up, but I decided to get out just in case it wants to keep going lower. So yeah, this wick was a breaker. Anyway, sorry, got off track, but so as soon as this trade lost, I had it tap me into a short trade right at that low. And my stop was basically here. And then I took a partial somewhere around here. And then I took my second contract off like somewhere around here, basically. So I got a almost 1-to-1 on my first partial. And then my second partial, I got almost a 1-to-2 on. And so that got me out of the drawdown that the first trade put me in, because the first trade I lost about I think almost $100. So I was down to 99.50 or so, and now so I went from being up $50 yesterday to down $100. Now I went up $150 from that down position on the first loss, right? So the first loss from like here to here was about $100, and then my win from here to here and then here to here was it brought me back $150 from that loss. So account equity is climbing steadily. That's about $50 profit each day for 2 out of 2 days, which is pretty good. So didn't catch a big runner, but didn't catch a double loser, which is good. So I know that my system is actually pretty effective at capturing a window of profit from the market. There are days where I would fail my long and fail my short. Those could be painful. I'm hoping those are few and far between. But what I'm really looking for is to just catch a big runner day. So now, yeah, this would have stopped me out at break even, in which case I would have actually been down on the day from my start, because the second partial was what I really needed to be in the profit. So that's why I took it, because normally I would hold my second contract to try to go lower. But when I saw this right here, it just looked to me a bit bullish for the short term, and I was actually correct in guessing that. And so my stop would have been like a little bit below this low, so I would have got stopped out there. And as you can see, again, it's like the same thing as the day before, where the algorithm is hunting my break-even stop. So that's something to note. And maybe there's a way where I can move my stop into the negative a bit instead of break-even, and just take a small loss on the second contract, but it would be balanced out by the small win on my first partial. But if I'd done that, well, we'll see. Who knows if it'll actually keep going lower, or if it'll go higher, or if it'll just chop. I can't say for sure. But I had a feeling that it could at least want to go take my stop out, maybe even go higher, because there was some news data which is bearish for currency today. Two news data that were bearish for currency would be bullish for stocks. And so since those have come out, it kind of went down, took out stops, and then induced more selling, and then it moved away. So that was the real reason I took a partial early, is that the news is bullish for stocks. So I was like, okay, it's in a sell. It's selling off, but the news is bullish. So like, to me, that's enough reason to just not hold for too long and just take my profit while I have it. So yeah, lost on my funded account evaluation, then won on it and won it back and plus more, and then won on my paper account another trade idea I had, which I didn't want to take on here because I don't want to overtrade. If I have like, when I have an idea for a trade that's kind of like the next trade that I see after my system plays out, that's the one I take on paper. But now I'm done for the day, done trading. I'm not going to overtrade. I'm not going to try to guess. I have no clue what it's going to do from here. I really don't. So my edge is gone. I don't know what it's going to do. I mean, theoretically, I would believe, if I really had to guess, it should probably keep selling, even though the fundamentals say for it to buy. But again, that shows what I know. It'll probably go up. But yeah, so 2 out of 2 days in profit on my evaluation. I'm 10% of the way to getting funded. If this gets to 11,000, I will get funded. I won't have to pay the $99 monthly fee for it. And today, the first month I got for a 20% discount because of a code. Anyway, so this, yeah, 10% of the way to my goal in 2 days is pretty good. I don't know how consistent that would be, but if it continues at that sort of pace, maybe there's a bigger winner, but also a bigger loser along the way. But if it continues roughly at that pace, then within about 20 trading days, I'll be at the goal, which is like basically like essentially 1 month of trading days. So we'll see if I can get funded before I even have to pay another monthly fee. That would be sick. But if not that, then we'll see if I can get funded before November. So, yep. Thanks for watching, guys, and that's all I got for today.